For context, Courtney Stodden married Doug Hutchison in Las Vegas in 2011, when they were just 16 years old and he was 51. The marriage was legally allowed in Nevada with parental consent, but it triggered widespread backlash worldwide. The couple eventually divorced, with Courtney later alleging they had been groomed and exploited, claims Hutchison has denied. In Lifetime's new film, the story highlights the pressure Courtney felt at the time, but Krista Keller says one particular scene paints her in a false light. She points to a moment where she's shown insisting Courtney go through with the wedding, something she strongly denies ever happened. For Keller, the suggestion that she forced her daughter into marriage is not just inaccurate, it's emotionally painful. Keller spoke with the U.S. Sun to set the record straight. She said, "It's showing me strong-arming her and going, 'Yes, Courtney, you want to do this, right?' And that just never happened." While she admits she was very involved as a stage mom and even introduced Courtney to Doug Hutchison through an online acting workshop, Keller insists her involvement stopped at creating opportunities for her daughter's career. She explained that Lifetime had included a disclaimer acknowledging that the film contains fictionalized elements, but argued that this particular dramatization unfairly crosses a line. For her, it wasn't just artistic license, it was damaging to how people perceive her relationship with her daughter. At the same time, Keller does acknowledge some regret over how things played out years ago. She admitted that while she didn't force the marriage, she also didn't stop it. In her words, "I wish I would have talked her out of it. We were just in a situation, and I did not make the best decision." This reflection shows the complexity of what was happening behind the scenes. Parental support mixed with missed opportunities to intervene. For Keller, the painful part is seeing the past resurface in a way she feels doesn't accurately represent her choices. While she supports Courtney's right to tell their story, she wants viewers to know there's more nuance than what's depicted on screen. The Lifetime biopic features Holly J. Barrett as Courtney, Maggie Lawson as Krista Keller, and Doug Savant as Doug Hutchison. Keller says she hasn't watched the entire production, but did see enough in promotional clips to feel misrepresented. Meanwhile, Courtney Stodden, now 31 and identifying as non-binary, has been vocal about their experiences and hopes the film sparks broader conversations about consent, power dynamics, and exploitation. For Keller, however, the project has reopened old wounds, forcing her to once again defend her role during a controversial chapter of her daughter's life. As viewers react to the movie, the story continues to highlight not only the difficulties of dramatizing real events, but also the lasting impact these portrayals have on the people involved. This one has people talking. Lifetime's new biopic about Courtney Stodden is stirring up fresh controversy, and now Courtney's own mother is speaking out. The movie, titled "I Was a Child Bride: The Courtney Stodden Story," premiered on September 27th and dramatizes Stodden's teenage marriage to actor Doug Hutchison. It tells the story from Courtney's perspective, focusing on the widely criticized union that made global headlines back in 2011. But while Courtney has publicly shared their truth, Courtney's mother, Krista Keller, says the film's portrayal of her role in that marriage is unfair and deeply hurtful. She insists she never pushed or manipulated her daughter into marrying Hutchison, despite what the dramatization suggests.